Hi, welcome to RoboFlow Quickies. Here's an example of how you can synchronize or check if two folders have the same files, and if not, you can delete one of them. I prepared a workflow to import, so I'm going to set up other, import workflow, and I'm taking the workflow to import. I'm putting it in the root. Here it is, and there is my workflow. It's a hot folder process request workflow. And what are we setting up? Well, first of all, we are setting up the folder that we want to watch. In this case, I'm just selecting a local folder to watch. And it has one subfolder, doesn't matter. So this is my starting point. So this could be your low-res version folder that you want to compare with the original file. Then the second part is you don't specify a catalog, you don't specify asset handling set. We're just going to work with files. So the tricky part, or the more advanced part of this instruction, is this placeholder instruction. And if we take a look at that in a text editor, here in this example, all you have to do is focus on this part here. Here I'm going to compare, I'm going to say find in folder. I'm going to compare the files that I find in my hot folder with the files that I find in the target folder that is also in a subfolder of my parent folder. We can see this here. If I go in here, you see that I have this target folder here. Well, actually this is exactly the same, so I could just as well have selected this, and here this path is the folder / target folder, of course, I want to watch. So that's the path that I could add. So I could say I want this path here, and I want to watch. I want to compare with that one. So the purpose of this is to check if the both files are available. There's a flexible part in this where I'm actually asking for the file name without extension here. So that means I'm only looking for file 123.tif. I'm only looking for 123. So you have the possibility to have there .pdf, .jpeg, .whatever. I'm finding a file, maybe 123.jpg, and I'm looking for any original file that was compared to, that was created from, maybe with a different so I'm copying this back in there. So just like that, and I hit the save button. Now I can minimize this. My workflow is ready to run. Let's have a look what we have in the folder. So I have here in the workflow folder that I'm working with, I have my hot folder. My hot folder was actually a folder that was created before and contains a low resolution version of the original. So the original file is actually in the target folder, a TIFF, a JPEG, or whatever. And I have in the hot folder is the copy that I made at some point. So what I'm seeing here, I have two pictures here, so I'm gonna make sure that they are in sync. I have this one and I have this one, and just putting this here, paste. And I'm saying, for instance, for this one, this was originally a TIFF file. So what I want to see is if these two files still exist. I want to check in this file, in this folder. These are the ones that I'm going to process one by one, and as long as the target file still exists, then I will keep this low resolution version of it. So in this case, it should keep both files. I'm saying start workflow. So notice that you get an error message about the Cumulus catalog. Normally he expects a hot folder workflow to have a Cumulus catalog. Don't worry, you don't need it. It's just a message. But notice that you see file 1 and you don't see file deleted. Usually in a hot file, after processing the file, he will delete the original, and that's not what he's doing. Now let's do the following. So both he didn't touch these files. If I look here, I still got, and he won't touch these anyway. He will only touch the ones that you specified in your hot folder, which are, for instance, the low resolution version, and these two. Well, let's say, for instance, that in my target folder, for some reason, this particular file here got deleted. The record and the file got deleted in Cumulus, so we actually don't want this low resolution version of it still being here. So I don't want this file anymore. That's what this process is going to check. I'm saying start. Oh, stupid. I didn't say start, I said stop. So we're going for the setup. That's not a good folder. We're going for setup. And I'm saying start, and I'm gonna start this workflow. As I said, he deleted that file and not the other one. So we can see this. petersmall.jpg was deleted because he didn't find it, while peterweb2 was not deleted. It's still there because he found it in the other folder. If you look here, you see. So that's how you can make sure that a certain copy of a file, or even a converted version of a file, is still valid according to the original being there or not. So that was an example of a special hot folder not immediately using Cumulus. Bye.